If you have made it to this point of the video, thank you for watching up until now. Dust to Dust came highly recommended by a lot of people that have commented on my previous videos about the warning, so I decided let's just jump right into it and hear what it sounds like. And man, this is a killer bass line. This whole song is a lot of fun. It's challenging rhythmically. Like, you listen to it, I'm like, I could probably figure this out, but it's like fighting what the emphasis parts that Daniela and Paulina are hitting. So it was a lot of like fun rhythmically to just try and kind of just sit there in the pocket, as real bass players would say, and just kind of focus on playing that and not, you know, leaning into those accent parts of the song. I also had questions on like what this process. I should probably, you know what, TLDR on my channel. My name is Moda. I started this channel about a year ago, May 2023, I think. I discovered Japanese rock music and it completely changed my life. And I started a video because Gotcharkspin wanted reactions, and I had never been like a YouTube person. So I jumped into it and ended up really enjoying sitting and talking about music that I had never heard before. I believe it's called reacting. Musically, my background is kind of weird. Like, I started doing theater at like 9 years old, and I did that like all the way, like as much as I could, into my 20s, you know, singing, acting. Picked up my first guitar when I was 19, and I still take lessons to this day, except not today because my instructor is going to Europe to play lead guitar for Fifth Angel on some big tour that they're doing, so shout out Ethan Brosh. And then I got my first bass a couple years after that, and even though I still take guitar lessons, I love playing bass. There's just something about playing bass that is so gratifying and so much fun. So that's why this whole channel has kind of become, you know, dedicated to that kind of stuff. There are far better like teachers and understanders of music out there. Low End University, I think, did videos on both these songs that I've done by The Warning. So if you want to understand the more technical aspects from somebody who's probably more qualified to talk about it, I would check out his channel. His videos are a lot of fun. I've never taken an actual bass lesson in my life, and it probably shows in my playing. So, like, while I'm totally flattered that, you know, you guys would refer to me as a musician, that's an insult to actual musicians. I do this because it's a lot of fun, and it's like a hobby I want to get better at. So I watch like Scott's bass lessons and Low End University, Bass Buzz. So if you ever like really want to learn about how to play this wonderful instrument, I would definitely look into those guys. I just sit and rely on my ears, and I think I possess absolute pitch, which is different than perfect pitch. So it's easy for me to like retain music and kind of sing it and then play it to my help on the bass. So that's my whole process, and that's my channel in a nutshell. Let's get back to talking about this song, Dust to Dust. I think a lot of people would have expected me to have a bigger reaction to Paulina singing and drumming at the same time, and normally I would if not for like every single Japanese band that I see has a singing drummer. I wouldn't even call it a novelty because I think it's so challenging to sing and play at the same time, especially when you're doing something rhythmically that is offset from the rhythm of what you're singing. Like, I struggle with that so much. So I have a lot of respect for musicians that can do that and do that well, which Paulina does. It's fun when you sit with a piece of music for, I mean, I probably sat with this for a couple hours and played it to myself, so I could get an idea of what Alejandro was playing, and you start to hear other songs. At least this is what I hear in my head sometimes when I've been listening to the same piece of music for hours on end.
Now I've told you this once before. Can't control me. If you try to take me down, you're gonna break. I stand alone.
I'm really sorry you had to hear that. One of the neat things that I haven't really delved into yet when looking more into The Warning is their whole growth as a band and as musicians is played out in real time on the internet. When I was looking up live performances to see how Alejandra plays this, I mean, I think the first one, she couldn't have been any older than 13 years old. Like, they all look so young. And that's just something that I always find really cool that, you know, as teenagers, young teenagers, you can get up on stage and perform really well. Having not really jumped completely into the Warning's music catalog, I like to, you know, ease into it. Like, musically, their stuff is really cool. You know, like I said, new vintage sounding, where it sounds that I grew up listening to and were out even before me, with a different package, with a different presenter, and I really like that. But to see, you know, 13, 15, 17, however old they were in that first video was really, really cool. It's as if they were really destined for this. Like, they seem so natural when they're up there. It was definitely cool to see how they took that performance however many years ago it was versus, I think this video was like 2 years ago, and there is like noticeable growth in their approach to it. You know, it's like anything, once you become more comfortable with it, especially an instrument, like, it just becomes an extension of you, and you can do a lot of fun stuff and really entertain a crowd, which they seem to have no problem doing. I generally like to live around here, around the pickups closer to where the neck starts. When I played, and I don't remember if she did this in Evolve, but this is probably just how she plays, whereas Alejandra is back closer to the bridge. I've never really played down here. One, there's less tension up here, and my hands don't get tired as much. So it's all just a matter of taste, the kind of tone that you're looking for. But I had fun trying to challenge myself and kind of live up here where Alejandra does. Also, her technique is clearly better than mine, but you know, I stretched more up here. That's why was wearing the strap for that, so I could pull my bass up a little more. But again, when you start as young as they do, like, that stuff it grows into your muscle memory. Like, I guarantee they don't even think about it. Dust to Dust was a solid recommendation. I had a lot of fun, not only learning the song and spending a lot of time with it, but watching how they kind of started, like, with their first live performance and how it grew into what I spent time watching. Again, very neat aspect of this band. And I look forward to seeing more growth from them. This came out yesterday while I was editing everything that you just watched. I could probably spend more time talking about Dust to Dust, but The Warning posted, it's called Our First Time in Japan with Bandmade. This is The Warning's video log. We're going to watch this in Japan.
Primero de Japón. Increíble, Gámbare, las mejores vibras. Hoy estamos al otro lado del mundo. Let's rock it out, guys.
Alright, warning on three. Una, dos, tres.
Oh, they got little doll things. Oh, they're.
I don't know. ¿Cuál tienes otros? Sí.
They got a good team.
And some candy. Some Mexican candy.
They have gifts
Ay.
for Bandmaid. Spicy candy.
Estamos a punto de salir al escenario a nuestro primer
As
show
is
en
customary.
Japón de la historia.
Customary. I don't know. I'm digging this music though. What are these songs? But yeah, very smart by their group to have little presents ready for their new friends Bandmaid.
Watashi wa shita?
We,
Watashi wa shita?
watashi. We.
Watashi.
Yeah, watashi.
Watashi desu? No, watashi wa the warning desu.
Yes.
We are the
Watashi
warning.
wa the warning desu.
Watashidashi wa the warning days. Japanese is so hard.
So,
No,
okay.
no, no, no.
The first chorus is this one.
Yeah.
Right? In the second chorus, they change, like, it's recorded a different one.
This is the stuff
so what
that I
we're
want to
proposing is that
see.
the
Oh, I'm
second chorus
excited
is
about
the
this
same as the
video.
first one.
Stay the same.
Okay.
And then in the last chorus, it's
We'll
a
do a
double,
double
chorus.
chorus.
So we can change the lyrics on the
On the
double
second time
chorus
we sing it.
if they want to change the lyrics.
Oh.
So it's A B A A right now, and it could be
I want to go A.
A
Yeah.
A B.
Look at that bass.
2個目を変える。全然それでも。
Ese es mi cosa favorita ahorita.
ただ、
Porque
た
eso,
だ歌って
eso
ない。
sex significado. Sí.
I thought that meant like not at all. No Japanese, no. They're like, yes. I need to know what all of these songs are. I don't learn how to play these. Wow. Wow, look at that crowd. They're the upper levels too. Hey guys.
Okay.
Snacks. Bonding over snacks. Wow.
Ah, o sea, tiene toda la fruta ahí. Oh, qué rico.
Oishi.
In Spanish, we call it little onions.
Little
Yes.
This is like wonderful content. I am like 5 minutes into it. This is really good.
Tipo tablero de dados. Okay.
Nice. Not
Hoy no
nice.
tenemos traductor.
So focus.
From the
So Acha does the up.
Yeah, because
And then turn the.
you.
Gracias. Yes, good. Perfecto.
And like that, like, you know, ¿cómo se dice?
Cadence or
Yeah, different
Cadence.
Da 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 da. Like you speak like that, and then you're like, da 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 da.
Oh my God, look at them. That's without a microphone. Oh, yes, of course, magic spell time. Oh, look at their faces.
You can say anything, it's fine.
Powwow. Let's deliberate and figure out who's doing what here. Magic spell, yes.
You got this.
This was like meant to be.
I don't walk with my head anymore. I won't be the one to let you get your way. What makes you think I even care what you say about me? I know who I am and said I say.
They did. They got like a lot of good stuff. I can't imagine they were over there for that long, but to bang out a song and then go to a concert, it's quite the undertaking. Like I think I said it in my first video. This is a big success. I think this is great for both bands. You know, and personally, I got to discover a group that I did not know going into this. So this, I love this stuff, this behind the scenes, like how this all came to be and what went into it. It's very, I think it's very interesting.
Doble. A ver,
¿Ustedes también coleccionan o no?
yo de repente voy al Seven en México y digo, unas. Le dice, unas. Dale, Daniel.
No, pero sí, ella sí está más.
Uy, la de mi huerca. Take a picture? Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, sin mí.
Let's take a picture. Oh my god,
Okay, ¿listas?
I'm done with playing nice
Really
like games
funny.
that try to change me. Better bet I am the one who's supposed to die.
spicy candy.
No more waiting, stand up, take it.
Kane's a trip, isn't she?
Right now, you're going against the pressure of the world. You can always shine brighter. When you take a stand and you know you can always fly higher. I'm here, go show them all now.
Very good editing. Everything about this is good.
Buenas noches, Pa.
Oh my god, stop. Are you kidding?
We were really happy to be able to collaborate and perform this wonderful live show.
Got it.
You are Paul. We will definitely do it together again, Paul.
Do it together again, Poe.
Somos mejores amigas, Paul.
Dani, sigues tú en japonés.
That's it.
Japanese ippon jimen. Seno, pan. Okay? Yeah. Yo.
Ready, and...
Incredible music. So good. So good.
Oh, stop. Oh my god. There really were tears. Wow. Oh my god. It's one thing to like read about the process and then listen to the song, or maybe you see a clip of a live show. It's so totally different to just basically be like a fly on the wall and just kind of observe how everything came to be. I think I said at one point it felt like this was supposed to happen. Like their energies are so similar. They bond over snacks and food and singing and music and performing, and it was just like they just locked in with each other. It was like as soon as they carved out, like I think it was Paulina was like, all right, what if we do this, this, and this, and they're just like, yeah, go for it. It was like, now we're off to the races. I'll say this and I'll keep saying this. I think that everybody that was involved in this did a great job. And I think this is really, really good for both bands here. It was really like a treat to just kind of watch how all of this unfolded. And I really hope that Band-Maid gets the opportunity to travel to Mexico, travel to the United States. This act sells. Could probably do pretty well touring. With this as your billing of Band-Maid and The Warning. Hopefully, you know, it brought Band-Maid fans like myself to The Warning who had never heard him before, and vice versa. It showed The Warning Army, you know, what Band-Maid was about. And, like, this has just been it's been so much fun these last couple of days getting to learn about The Warning, and now seeing how everything kind of came together. Being in a country where, you know, you don't speak the language, and those times it could be awkward where you're just standing there and the person across from you doesn't really know what you're saying, you don't really know what they're saying, and none of that what inhibited them from, you know, doing what they ended up doing, which was make a great song.
Tipo tablero de dados.
Oh my god, they're so entertaining. They're so much fun to watch. The Warning's faces when Miku was in Magic Spell. It's called Magic Spell, right? That mode. And even I didn't realize at first, like, oh, she doesn't even need a microphone. Watching Akane just everywhere. She might have been the star of this entire thing. Personally speaking, I've really enjoyed learning about the warning. As I mentioned in my previous videos, I'm a big fan of Misa's bass playing, and I'm quickly becoming a fan of what Alejandra does. Hopefully this is not the last time I will be able to talk about Band-Maid and the warning at the same time. As a fan of both bands now, I would love to see more collaboration between these two groups, because I think they hit a home run here. This has been personally a wild week. I'm not even talking about like the personal stuff I have going on. I didn't really have like grand aspirations or plans for when I first started this channel. It was like a hobby, like a passion project. It was just, something I wanted to do and learn how to do and try to get good at. And hitting 1,000 subscribers, hitting 1,000 anything is really gratifying. But then to have it all happen in this amount of time, when I really was not anticipating any of this catching on the way it did, it really, really makes me feel good. And I'm so grateful that, I have this community to interact with and talk at and do these, long reaction videos. I know they're long. I talk a lot, and I end up cutting a bunch of it too. I will always be grateful, even if you're just hanging out for a couple minutes and seeing what I'm doing. Regardless, I appreciate it, but I'm really grateful for, all the people that have been supporting me lately. Like, it means it means so much. I honestly, as verbose as I can be at times, I can't put into words how much it has meant to me to see this kind of blow up over the last couple days. It's been really cool, and it's not just, the Maniacs. It's not just the Warning Army, who have come out in droves, much like the Maniacs. Like, it's all music lovers of all levels too, and of all backgrounds. Like, I think it's truly special. And I feel very privileged to be able to, get to do this. All the comments and the feedback have been great, and I've always tried to get to everything, but there's so many. You guys have so many, like, it's the info, knowledge, the kind words, the criticism. Like, there's so much of it, and I really do want to try and get to everybody, but I will do as best I can there. But yeah, this has been a really, really fun couple of days, immersing myself and throwing myself into this new part of the music world with The Warning, and again, how they got together with Band-Maid. It's been a blast. Cannot thank everybody enough for, giving me a chance. If you're new here, thank you. This is the kind of stuff that I like to do. Not just Band-Maid and The Warning. I love learning about new music. And hopefully I can get into a new band that I haven't discovered here sooner than later. Do have a couple other covers that I want to get to work on as well. But this Band-Maid Warning tandem really became the focal point. I'm glad it did, because it was really cool to learn about. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Instagram. Yomoda. It's Yomoda. They're all there. I've never asked for support like this, but if you're so inclined, there is a link to my PayPal in the description as well. There's no pressure there, and I mean it. I 100% mean that. It's just there if you're feeling generous and you want to show a different kind of gratitude for the work that I put in, because I really do love putting everything I can put into these videos. Thank you to everybody that's come out and supported these recent videos, as well as everything that I've done before this. Thank you to the Bandmade. Thank you, the Bandmade. Thank you to Bandmade. Thank you to the Warning, as well as the crews involved too. Those the unsung heroes. You know, the band makes great music, but they also have teams behind them that are responsible for like logistics and travel and coordinating, and even that great video. So many people that we as music fans don't get to see or appreciate. So special shout out to teams from both sides in their management that were able to put all of this together. And of course, thank you to you. And I will see you in my next video. Roll credits.